Gives the group attacks a chance of putting a random curse on the target. You can only have one cloak once. Cloak of Curses. Let's actually try that. I don't know what it'll do to help me out, but it might give him a random curse. But what curses could be there? Weakness curse. Hell yeah, that's a good one. That sounds very good. I'm fatigued. Backstabbed him somehow. Alright, as a priest, we're gonna use I guess smite on him again. At least they're not moving. I've kinda like got them all dazed and shit. Dazed and confused. This guy does have a good amount of health. Legrand is wounded. He is bleeding and exhausted. No, you will not stop me. I have one thing I smuggled. He raises his left hand, and you can see that he is holding a glass globe. Goodbye, fool. Enjoy your new life of servitude. He smashes the globe against the floor. A cloud of lavender smoke spreads out, choking you, confusing you. Legrand turns and runs towards the gate, the key in his hand. Wow, okay. Legrand has a free path to the exit gate. He puts his key in the keyhole and turns, and shoves the iron bars. The moment they are open, a few inches, he slides through, runs upstairs. You immediately hear a commotion coming from above. Alright, well that sucked. As we are... Medal earned, reach civilization. I got an achievement, yay! Sweet. Oh, are my people like terrified? Is that like the curse that was put on me or something? No idea. Alright, who is you? You're the priest. Well, I'm not dying yet. So you can suck my dick. Oh yeah. Alright, smite this guy. Alright, I think I'll stand to that. Cool. Alright, let's see what goodies we can get. We got another crude dagger. Well, that's not something we really need. You pick these up, these jars. Ooh, a bar of iron. That sounds very useful. I don't know why. Bag of meal. Dried mushroom powder, waiting to be made into bread. Ooh. I wonder if there's like a crafting mechanic. It seems like there is. It sure does seem like it. Surprised he didn't close the door behind us and locked us down here or whatever. Sounds like something I'd fucking do. But like, I don't want these people to escape. I'm just gonna fucking lock them in. I wonder what AP is. That mean like action points or something? Because that guy just like hit 0. Oh, that's per turn. You have 8 action points. Okay. Sweet then. Okay, we'll have you used a well-aimed blow. Kill that guy for me. And you will do pretty much the same thing. Okay, you can do it. There we go. Killed it. Oh yeah, we gotta enter or exit combat mode, right? There we go. Alright, let's see what we got here. We got some rocks. Okay, there was more over here though. Looks like there's some crystals down on the ground here. What does meat do? It restores some HP. Can I have you cast spells outside of battle? Cool, okay. That's good. Healing herbs. Can be taken to alchemists' towns and converted into potions. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's pick up these crystals over here as well. I'm wondering if these are like the currency of the game or something like that. We just got a treasure box over here that we saw earlier. Sheet of papyrus. Alright, let's give those to the wizard. Because that sounds like it made like scrolls. Scroll radiate ice. Affects nearby foes 26 to 86 base cold damage. Sweet, I could have used that a lot earlier. Awesome, okay. Well done. Okay, there's nothing on the ground next to that box. Okay, looks like there's a rock here. Pick that up. Alright. Stuff over here, it seems. Yep, bag of meal. Alright guys, I'm gonna take a little break. I will be right back. Alright, I am totally done with my break. Let's just start heading up like that. Exclamation prayers. Stairs to Fort Avernum. Well, let's check it out. Oh shit. They got a lot of people like stationed. Portal guards. You emerge from the dark tunnels, and your claustrophobia is immediately replaced with vertigo. You are in a fort with a gigantic cavern. The stone ceiling arcs hundreds of feet over your head. As your eyesight adjusts, you look around at the world of Avernum for the first time. You're inside what looks like some sort of fort. It is made of huge blocks of stone, roughly mortared together. Wood must be rare down here. Only the doors are made of it. There are a few odd trees nearby, more fungus than wood. Then, when your awe at this strange sight fades, you notice the warriors. They stand around the lip of the pit you are in, weapons drawn. Some of them have bows pointed at you, ready to fire. As you prepare to defend yourself, a man comes running towards the lip of the pit from the south. "Stop! Stop!" he shouts. "Don't fire! Let me talk!" Well, what a nice guy. "I'm watching you," somebody says. There was nothing over there. A small man runs towards you. His name is Andrew, okay. Waving his arms. His skin is incredibly pale in the strange light from the fungal ceiling. When he reaches you, he stops and bends over, hands on his knees, breathing heavily. When he regains his breath, he says, "Don't attack! I am Andrew the Greeter. We are Avernites. We are here to welcome and help you." Alright, so I'm just gonna be like, "Why weren't you there when I arrived?" "There were difficulties. Not all who arrive are peaceful. One such thug stole a key and locked the gates to the arrival caves. We were preparing to break in and retake the tunnels when the gates opened from within. A thug named Legrand just came out this way. Did you catch him?" Andrew looked embarrassed. "We tried. But he ran out. His face was covered. By the time we were sure he was the killer. By the time we were sure he was the killer and not an innocent arrival, he had already fled." "I was the one who defeated him." Andrew takes a step back and inspects you. You have the look of a warrior with some potential. It is good. With all of the forces that threaten us, Avernum needs warriors like you. "And you just let him escape?" Andrew frowns. "And if we let our arrows fly without being sure, you would have us kill an innocent by mistake? No. This is Avernum. There is no escape for any of us. He will be found. Do not worry. But that is a worry for another day. You are here. I have something to say to you." God damn, I need a drink. This is like drying up my mouth. There's so much text. I'll be back. Alright, let's continue. "Yes? As Andrew speaks, the guards nearby watch solemnly. Each of them went through the same ceremony, the beginning of a new life. Andrew says, "On behalf of Avernum, I welcome you to your new home, here in the darkness. Our lot is hard, but we are free of the crushing hand of the Empire. We offer you peace and aid, as long as you aid us in return." He smiles weakly. "That is all. We have some aid for you. Then you can go out and start your new life." "You called yourself the greeter?" It is my task. I wait for new arrivals, such as yourselves, and welcome them." He bows. "Welcome to Avernum." "Tell me more about Avernum." "Avernum is what we call this place. Countless miles of tunnel, caverns, and icy subterranean rivers. It is your new home." He smiles sadly. "Avernum? What does that word mean?" "In ancient times, Avernum was one of the names for the underworld. It was the place where souls were sent to be judged when their lives were over. Appropriate? Yes." "Why are you welcoming me?" "It's my job. I'm here to ease the considerable shock of being cast into the underworld, of course. So welcome to the underworld." He pauses to think. "Also, I'm here to say where you can get information about Infernum and supplies." "I have another question." Andrew nods to you. "Is there any other way I can help you settle in?" He waits to see if you have any more questions. "How can you help me?" "We can provide two things for you here: supplies and information. Once you know where you can go and have a few coins to get yourself established, we send you on your way." "Information is always useful." "Tharl is the town sage. He lives and works in the building just a little bit to the southwest. He's a bit glum, but he does his job well. He will answer your questions as best he can. Of course, you should get supplies first." "I can get supplies?" "To prevent certain problems, the rivals are sent to Tor to get modest supplies to support themselves until they find work. He's in the building to the south. We found doing otherwise results in desperate, dangerous, and violent new citizens. This way, you'll have a fair chance. What you do with it when you leave here is your business." "Can't I just stay here?" That is a common question. I am afraid not. This fort is small, and we already have all the defenders we need. The rest of Avernum needs you." I have another question. "How can I return to the surface?" A common question. No. I would abandon any hope of ever seeing the sun again. The sooner you give up on that, the sooner you can begin to make a new life here." "I refuse to accept that. There must be a way out." Andrew shrugs. "I do not expect you to believe me. That comes in time. One day you will settle in. Life here is hard, but it has its own rewards and moments of beauty. Do you need anything else?" "That's all for now. Thanks." Alright. Sweet. Drink a little bit of some drink. Alright, there are guards watching the entrance to the arrival cave, ready to stop anyone dangerous or violent who might emerge. Alas, as you have seen, their system is not as secure as it could be. Okay. Bunch of guards. Let's see what this guy says. But you don't learn anything interesting. Okay. So we did talk to him for a little while, but he's fucking dumb. The sign says, "Tourist supplies. Newcomers get their starting equipment here." What is Dunbar doing? You see a worn and scarred middle-aged man. He has the thin, washed-out look you already associate with many years in Avernum. You hope your time here is kinder to you. He carries a potted plant and a shovel. He nods to you and sets down the pot for a moment. "I am Dunbar," he says. "Welcome." "What's your job?" "I'm the groundskeeper and gardener and fix-it man. I like gardening the best, but I do what they need." "Tell me about the plants." "Well, we've bred some pretty weird plants down here. All sorts of mushrooms tore food and fodder. Those weird twisted trees give what little wood we have, and so on. Mages make the plants. I grow them. You eat the mushrooms? Yes, and not much else. You'll get sick of them before too long, but they're food, and that's what counts. How do trees grow down here? Amazing, aren't they? The roots dig into the rock, and the leaves absorb moisture from the air. They get light from the fungus above. I can't figure out how the scrawny things stay alive, but they do. I've never heard of trees like these. That's because they were created down here by the wizards. They live in a tower to the south or something. All the wizards go there. They do all the standard weird stuff with demons and such. But they make plants too. Without them, we'd all be dead. I have another question. How long have you been down here? Hard to tell. Tough to keep track of years without being able to see the sun. Sometimes they say what year it is, but I don't see why I should believe them. They can't see the sun any more than I can. But a long time? Yes, a long time. Building, fighting, tending to my garden. He looks down at his vicious scar on his arm. Like the gardening best. Alright, dude. Thank you. Alright. Guess we'll hop into Tor's supplies. There's a tall man sitting behind the counter, wearing bronze armor. Behind him is a large rack of crude stone and bronze weapons. He recognizes you as a new arrival in an instant. Don't recognize you, and I recognize everyone. You must be new. He rises and shakes your hand. You can see how desperately pale years down here have made him. I am Tor. I am here to give you some supplies before you go on your way. What do you have here? Well, sometimes I maintain the weapons of the guards. Sometimes I guard travelers going to Silvar, but I spend most of my time giving supplies to newcomers. What is Silvar? Silvar is the closest town to the west. A very good place to find work if you need it. You should ask Tharl about it. His office is the next building to the south. Do the weapons need lots of maintenance? He looks back at them with disdain. Pretty crude work, huh? Good metal is rare down here. Tools to work it rarer still. And enchanted items? Good luck finding them. Magical items? They can be found? Sometimes. Some are made at the Tower of Magi. Also, when Avernum was first discovered, the Empire sent many explorers down here. A lot of them were killed, but their equipment remains. Such items are rare, and valuable and precious though. I wouldn't go hunting them. Better to live a peaceful life in one of the forts, I think. I have another question. Can I have some supplies? Tor nods. Makes some notes on a scroll made of crude parchment, and hands you a pouch. Some dried meat, and a loaf of unappealing, slightly grey bread. This is the starting allowance all new arrivals are given, to help them get established. We want you to become productive citizens of Avernum as soon as possible. Good luck to you. Whoa. What do you do here? Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. I have another question. Where did you get the supplies you give out? Some are sent here by the army. Others are sent by the Empire. Sometimes they give us weapons and food and other things. We find them in the arrival caves with the new exiles. Cool. Alright, now I gotta end the thing. Alright, so we got some equipment, some bread, dried meat. Yeah. Okay. That'll help keep us fed for a little while. We need some magic, that's for sure. We're pretty low on magic right now. There's an Avernite wandering around the streets of the fort, looking for new arrivals. He wears a jerkin of a thick lizard hide, and a bow of black wood hangs from his shoulder. The moment he sees you, he almost rushes to greet you. "Welcome to Avernum," he says. "I am Varan. You look newly arrived and, if you don't mind me saying, a bit aimless. I have an opportunity for you." Who are you looking for? People like you. People with talents, skill with a blade or with magic. The sort of people who could help Avernum. Help Avernum? To what? Varan looks grim. To survive. Our battles are whether you like it or not. Your battles. Your aid may be the thing that tilts the balance in the favor of every human in the underworld. What is this opportunity?